Coronation Street took an emotional turn this week as Carla Connor, Allison King, faced one of the biggest decisions of her life: whether to accept a liver transplant from her imprisoned brother, Rob Donovan, Mark Bayless, despite the enormous cost attached. And just when it seemed hope was slipping away, a surprising offer from Betsy Swain, Sidney Martin, brought a glimmer of light to an otherwise grim situation. Carla's health crisis began after she suffered complications from sepsis over the Christmas period. Doctors soon informed the underworld factory boss that she would need a liver transplant to survive. But finding a donor was no easy task until her nephew Bobby Crawford, Jack Carroll, stepped in to try and save her. In a move that shocked Carla, Bobby reached out to his estranged father, Rob Donovan, who has been serving time in prison for the murder of Tina McIntyre, Michelle Keegan, over a decade ago. While Rob initially agreed to help his sister by donating part of his liver, Carla quickly learned there were strings attached. Due to Rob's incarceration, any transplant involving him would need to take place privately. The cost? A jaw-dropping £100,000. Friday's episode saw Carla reeling from the revelation. That kind of money is hard to come by, even for someone as resourceful as Carla. Desperate and cornered, she turned to those closest to her and demanded accountability, summoning Jenny Connor, Sally Ann Matthews, and Daisy Midgley, Charlotte Jordan, to her hospital bedside. Carla made a chilling ultimatum. She reminded them that the Rovers Return pub, recently repurchased by the duo, was acquired with stolen funds. The money, of course, had come from Jenny's murderous ex, Stephen Reed, Todd Boyce, who stole a large sum from Carla before his death. Although Carla had previously let Jenny and Daisy off the hook, on the condition that they pay her back every penny, this latest crisis changed everything. Now, with her life hanging in the balance, Carla demanded full repayment. And if they refused, she threatened to report them to the police. The confrontation left Jenny and Daisy shaken, and fans could feel the tension boiling over. Social media lit up with reactions as viewers debated whether Carla was justified in her demand or simply lashing out in fear. But amidst the pressure and financial turmoil, Carla was about to get a surprise visit that would change everything. Later in the episode, she received a heartfelt visit from her girlfriend, DS Lisa Swain, Vicky Myers, and Lisa's teenage daughter Betsy. With emotions already running high, the two arrived with unexpected and potentially life-saving news. Betsy revealed that her late mother, Becky, had left her a sizable inheritance, and she wanted to use £50,000 of it to help Carla. The offer, though generous, left Carla visibly stunned. At first, she declined, not wanting to burden a teenager with her adult problems, especially one who was still coping with her own grief. However, with some gentle persuasion from both Lisa and Betsy, Carla began to soften. Their support and belief in her touched something deep within, and she eventually agreed to accept the loan. The gesture marked a turning point in Carla's journey, not just medically, but emotionally. After years of battling inner demons, loss, betrayal, and mental health struggles, she is now facing one of the most vulnerable moments of her life. Yet, for perhaps the first time in a long while, she's surrounded by people willing to fight for her. Still, with half the funds now covered, Carla's battle isn't over. She remains £50,000 short of the total needed to proceed with the private transplant, and time is not on her side. The clock is ticking, and tensions are rising. And then there's the looming wild card, Rob Donovan himself. While he may have agreed to the transplant, viewers know Rob all too well. He's manipulative, cunning, and never does anything without a hidden agenda. Could he sabotage the plan at the last minute? Might he use his donation as leverage over Carla in the future? The possibilities are endless, and fans are already speculating on what twist might be around the corner. There's also the question of how this new development will affect Carla's relationships. Will Jenny and Daisy find a way to come up with the remaining money? Or will Carla's threat to go to the police fracture their fragile alliance for good? As Carla's story continues to unfold, Coronation Street fans are holding their breath. It's a powerful reminder of just how quickly things can unravel, and how even the strongest characters can be brought to their knees when faced with life or death. For now, Carla has a fighting chance, thanks in part to Betsy's selfless offer. But in true Weatherfield fashion, drama is never far away. With Rob's unpredictability and the financial burden still looming, Carla's fight is far from over.